Yeah, this is Ava Giovanni Spirit Detroit Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Am I good? Brent DeWitt, I see you said, okay, 4.5 hours. I see you. I see you, man. Look, I tell you, I was making this stuff all night, man. I was making this all night. Um, I had to scout the safeties, man. We had to bring in a good positive show, man. Obviously I made the video the other day. Um, about the safeties, about regarding the the potential that we might need actual safety. We can't just plug and play. We can't just plug and play an Ifeatu Melifonwu. We can't just, you have the Kirby contract, you have the Aiden Hutchinson contract, you have Brad Holmes saying there's hard decisions, you have everybody talking about hard decisions in the Lions, and I see Aiden, Kirby, you could say Rodrigo, Jameson Williams, all these contracts are going to be coming up in 2026. And, all we know is, I seen on an interview with Kirby Joseph, it was like an NFL Network interview that they had Kirby Joseph, they was telling him contracts was working, or they was working on his contract. But you know how that goes. They was working on Hutchinson's. They was working on Hawkinson's contract. Traded him. So this guy says, "What's up, Lupe?" He says, "What's good, AG? Don't tell me don't let the haters get in your head, man. Great conversations. That you are bringing up. Keep up the great work." Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. These people, man, they if it's not about sunshine and rainbows, they don't want to hear about it. It's crazy. I seen Woodward Sports arguing with Woodward Sports this week. I seen them say, you're either in or you're out. Did you see them two clips? What I was gonna do, I was gonna post them two clips opposed to each other. I was gonna put them two clips in the box. No, you can't be in or out. You gotta be, because they be arguing with themselves. They'll be arguing with us. The fans want to see roses and rainbows and stuff like that. We talking about contracts. We talking about players. We're talking about how to do something with these draft picks. We got 7 draft picks, and we need to be able to do something that means something with these draft picks. For everybody to be the highest paid safety, he should be. So he has another year on his contract along with Aiden Hutchinson. I don't foresee a situation where he's not the highest paid. He's going to get that money from either us, or he's going to get that money from, I don't know. He's going to get that money from somebody, bro. It's 100-mile-an-hour winds outside. He's going to get that money. Okay, the wind going to blow him to Miami. He's going to get that money. So the contract projection for him, if Javon Holland, best safety in the league, just signed a $14 million a year contract, or 14 and some change, the contract projection for Kirby is relatively 20 million. Obviously, I did the video. It's 20 million. 20 million a year, and I don't foresee 20 million a year for your safety, 20 million a year for your defensive end, 15 million a year for your your wide receiver, another 8 million a year for Rodrigo if he's worth that. It's just interesting. What do you think about working both contracts to try to keep them both? I'm good with it. So, logically, you could pay Kirby and you could give him the Javon contract, and I'm sure he'll be okay with it. He's a 3rd-round pick. But you give Hutch the 20. But I think what happens is, like, the contract is going to be really felt by the market, because his agent could say 20 million a year. That's the projection, because we've seen projections fail this year. We've seen projections be lowballed and go crazier. Like, the projection for Carlton Davis was 15 million a year, 17 at the most, and he got 20. So a logical floor would be 15 million, and that's how we keep both of the safeties. And then when Branch's contract is up, what do you pay him as? A safety or corner? because he does both. What do you pay him best? Because Branch could get literally a C.J. Gardner Johnson contract, which is $8 million a year, but Branch is doing great. I thought I don't know. Y'all might be. What do you think about working both contracts? Try to keep them both. I'm talking about both Kirby and Brian Country. Brian's gonna get paid in 2020, like I don't know, 8. Was that 8? 7. Brian's gonna get paid in 7. Kirby's gonna get paid in 26. So you can potentially keep him. What's good? What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? Oh, you answered it as a type. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I did say that. Well, let's get into it. Let's enjoy it. Let's get into it. We got some people here. We're gonna be scouting safeties today because this is what happens when you fail at the draft in 2024. When the draft is in your backyard, and this is what happens. The Spirit of Detroit has to come in, and we have to scout safeties. Now, 4 years ago, we scouted the safeties, and everybody said Hamilton, and I said Kirby Joseph, and I guess I picked a defensive player of the year candidate as well as an all-pro safety. So I think I can scout safeties. I think I'm that intelligent to say, hey, okay, I could do it. DBs, I'm great at. D-line, you got to talk to Walter Stringer. O-line, you got to talk to Walter Stringer. Wait, no, D-line, I've been good. Linebacker, I got to see my hits and misses. But anyway, we're going to talk about the safest bet. What's the safety we can get in the later rounds? I got all the rounds for the safeties, all the rounds, okay? So if y'all see pick 28 in here, do not be mad at me, okay? I'm just saying. All right, so let's break it down. Let's get into it, the safest bet. All right. So as Kirby Joseph's contract nears, it does give skepticism about the contracts for the rest of the team. Hutch, Branch, Kirby, Jameer, along with contracts that have already been awarded to Goff, Decker, Amon. And as we look towards the draft, the potential need for a stud at safety seems clear in case a contract talk for both players becomes a concern in the future. Okay? I would be okay with signing a depth piece. Oh, yeah, I see a comment. Hold on. I see a comment. A 4 year, $60 million for Kirby. Somebody gonna get traded. Gonna get traded, not to get a contract. And it's gonna be Goff. Oh wow, come on, man. Come on, you know they ain't doing that, man. They ain't doing that, man. But look, never mind. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something that's gonna make that possible. But never mind. They already hate him. It's a quarterback situation. Anyway, that was a good comment, though. Yeah, that was a good comment. I'm wishing, bro. Potential stars. The Lions could potentially get a cornerback within decent with decent traits. I said with decent traits. Power, tackling. Azare Thomas is a name that can accomplish this goal. However, the best way to find a potential successor, because you're not keeping both safeties, is to evaluate real pure safety talent with play types that will help you. So what I mean by this particularly is there's some tweeners in this draft. Now, there's some tweeners that are going to be cornerbacks and safeties, and we want that for Brian Branch. But I feel like the Lions are going to take someone who's been a traditional cornerback that has elite traits and make him a safety, like they did to Melifonwu. That's not the way. In this draft, you have a bunch of Kirby Josephs and you have a bunch of Brian Branches. They don't get talked about. I don't know why. But looking at the DBs that I've seen, it's becoming apparent that there are DBs that people don't want you to know about. I just found out the interception leader in the last 2 years is on this list as a safety. No one talks about this guy. This guy should be a first-round pick. No one talks about him. They don't bring him in. And I get confused because we hear about Dayon Walker. We heard about Dayon Walker for like months, and he had one sack. Why are we hearing about guys with one sack? Why are we hearing about guys with why are we hearing about guys that ain't giving producing? So there are players in this draft. We can get a starter caliber, or we can get a guy we can shelf for 2 years, and he could be a starter in this draft that they just don't talk about. So I'm really fortunate to be here with you today to scout some of these safeties. So let's get into it. I think because Tim Patrick deal, they're gonna take a wide receiver or OL. At 28, that's terrible. At 28? See, this is why you have a draft. This is why you draft correctly. All right. So the notable safeties, let's go through them. Jesus, got their names, bro. I got their names because I get tired of. I got a list of their names. I use my Google. I use my notes. No, I didn't use my notes. I saved it on here. Malachi Starks. No, I don't know their names offhand. I'm not doing that. I don't know their names offhand. I do not know their names offhand. I know Malachi Starks, Nick Worry. Just give me a moment. It's just like I say these clowns' names. Terrion. Anybody see the Terrion comments? Just ridiculous. Oh my God. He keeps talking. He keeps talking. Anyway. Nah, not 28. Not 28, but it would be a surprise if they take one in the second. Okay. So we got Malachi Starks. We got Nick Worry of South Carolina. We have Kevin Winston Jr. of Penn State. You got Rod Moore, but he's not on this list. Ransom is on this list. Ransom of Ohio State. Makuba is on this list. Oh, I could have put their names in the little circles. That's crazy. Yeah, I could have put them names in the little circles. Anyway, Clemson. Jesus, this guy's name is crazy. All right, I'll fix this. I'll fix this because I you got Castro. Oh wait, hold on. I know where I got these names from. I got it for PFF. Anyway, I've been up all night. I've been looking at this stuff, and I'm just like beat dead. What's it called? Just dead. Give me the draft big board and the safeties. Man, I was dead, half dead. Here we go, guys. Safeties. There we go. Malachi Starks, Xavier Watts. All right. Now let me put this over here. And there we go. Sorry about that. Anyway, all right, what are we on? We on Ransom of Ohio State. I actually want to talk about them one by one, so that's what I'm gonna do. Malachi Starks is a first round pick. He's bona fide first round pick. He is a Brian Branch type. Malachi Starks was a playmaker for the Georgia and SEC for 3 straight seasons. He brings a good football IQ, tackling, movement, mobility. He could play free. He could play the slot. He isn't the best athlete. He isn't a rare athlete, but he's a starter caliber player. He's going to be a 4-5 guy, or is a 4-5 guy, and he's smart enough. So when I get this like, okay, this guy can be a Branch. He can even in certain situations be a Kirby, but I want my Kirbys to be elite athletes. Okay. He's 6'1", 205. He's had 3 solid seasons. Defensive grade or defensive snaps was 900 snaps. So he's played a myriad of snaps. He's played corner. He's played slot 270 times. He's He's played in the box 200 times. Malachi Moore is a, oh yeah, let me do this because y'all probably don't know who I'm talking about. Hold on, I got y'all right quick. Let me see if I can do it. It's an effect I got. Oh look, what's up? There we go. Malachi Moore. Oh man, how much of the show did I miss? You ain't missed much, man. I was flitting around for views. Safety has become a value because Branch plays the slot as well. Yeah, Patriots wanted the entire free agency. Oh, I was saying. I think Davenport has a brand new issue last year, writing him off already as well. Joseph expected to get $25 million a year. Joseph is expected. I just read Joseph was expected to get $20 million. So 25. Dollar General ain't gonna pay that. The Dollar General is not gonna pay that. In what world does the Dollar General pay that contract? In what world? The Dollar General, dog. He's a king when it comes to the dollar store menu and the dollar store people, and he's a king, bro. Anyway, let's get back to Jade Barrett. Let's get back to the slot. Like, he's played deep as well. You're not going to get Malachi Starks. He's a first round pick. He's top 15. If he does fall to, if Malachi Starks does end up falling, it could be a situation of a medical or something like that. So I don't know. But Nick Emanwari, okay, this is a name y'all need to know. Not because the Lions gonna get him, just because the Lions, you know, they love to tease us. They might go to his pro day, they might give him a visit, and then they're gonna run away because he's a physical freak. Okay, is the tape clean? No, it's not. He has a missed tackle rate of 20%. When I go to the draft guide, no, I go to the big board. There we go. Let's get his stats up that way. So I wrote this straight off PFF. I took the top guys. 20% missed tackle rate. Coverage rate is phenomenal. No picks. Runs a 4.3. Come on now. So you're telling me, and he's 6'4". So he's been compared to, it looks like he's getting compared to Cam Chancellor, which I would say, yeah, that's an easy comp. Najee Harris. Y'all talk about Najee Harris? Hold on. Let me see these comments. I think Davenport got a brand new injury. What is this? Najee Harris about to look like Derrick Henry on the Chargers. What else we got? I would be shocked if we trade up for O-line. This is what happens when you don't hit on the draft. This is what happens. Look at this. Now you need O-line still. Well, you don't need O-line. If I look at the depth chart, probably I'll get Kobe Sorsdahl and Graham Glasgow. And then I see a Wasaka and Mahogany. So look, I think they run it back with a Wasaka and Mahogany and have a battle just to get cheaper at the position. Because they could have brought in Mekhi Becton. They could have brought back Zeitler. I told y'all they wasn't going to bring back Zeitler. I should just clip it up when I was right. Because this is going to be a 20-minute clip. I knew they wasn't bringing back Zeitler because I knew Zeitler's market. And the team, honestly, they had 75 snaps of what's his name. So, of course, the Lions they're not about to know, bro. They drafted a dude just like Zeitler, and they're going to move on. As far as Najee Harris going to the Chargers, he's had 1,000-yard season. I've never liked Najee, bro, but in terms of the safeties and what we're talking about, this class is going to be amazing. The 12 guys I have on the screen, they ain't even the top. I mean, I got a mix of the top, but I've got literally every round you can get the guys. These first 3 guys might be first-round picks. So y'all got to stay focused, man. Y'all really got to stay focused on this, because this is like, if you lose Kirby for $25 million a year or $20 million a year, and he goes to freaking, I don't know who got money, the Patriots, man, you're done. You're cooked. You're cooked because you let a dude walk out of here, and you wanted to pay a dude with one leg. Say what you want. Hutch got one leg left. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up, man. I don't know if Hutch got a leg left, man. I'm just telling you, you got a lot of young guys on this team, got to get paid. Y'all keep saying, well, look, people keep saying the same thing. McAfee told y'all, the damn GM told y'all. It's, man, this is my favorite safety. Hold on, man. He's my favorite safety because Nick Emmanura is one of the best guys in terms of high upside. You can get a player that you can develop into a missile. He has the range to be a free safety. He has the speed to actually beat a guy, but the missed tackle rate, the lack of ball production, he does have interceptions. He does have interceptions, but he's not the guy that everybody says he is. Okay, he's 6'3", 227. And let's just go through his like coverage grade. His coverage grade is 86.8. His missed tackle rate last year was 7.2, but overall it's 20%. The last 3 years for him has been interesting. He's played 400 snaps in the box, and he's only played 193 snaps deep. That tells me they didn't probably trust him deep, but I don't need to trust him deep. He has the speed to be deep. He just needs the understanding of what's going on. So in a cover 3 scheme, maybe they put him in a box because he's not a free safety, but they had an extra run defender. And since you're making your box stronger against a strong box, you can stop the run, and he could be a Iffy Melifonwu. This guy is a Iffy Melifonwu, just faster. I think he's going to give you more of a coverage because his coverage grade is an 86.8, and his forced incompletion rate is like 73%. No, forced incompletion is 10%. His run defense is 73. His best game was against University of Kentucky. They're talking about Emmanura. They're talking about Emmanura like he's like Cam Chancellor, bro. Just think Cam Chancellor, but faster. The thing is, we don't have that much production. That's the problem. So on this channel, this is why we picked up Kirby Joseph. We matched athleticism with production. And we found Kirby Joseph. It's easy. It's easy, bro. She said, watch out, Avery. You said have dead Brad. have dead Brad might pick you up. Yeah, he might pick me up for safety. And I'll be out there eating chili dogs, man. Jim Harbaugh's about to run Harrison to the ground. I don't even think he's not a runner like that. I don't think he's a runner like that. I think he's one of those people who has a good body and doesn't have any like after the break tackle ability. I would have to research that. Like, what's he like after he makes contact with a runner? Because when I think about him, I don't think about break contact. I think about someone that's big and fast as a running back. Running back's got to be the easiest thing to scout because none of them plays change. None of those concepts change. All right, let's get off Nick Emmanura, okay? Nick Emmanura. Oh, my boy out of Penn State. So right here, this guy he might be there. All right. They're saying he's a first round pick. People are mocking him in the third round. Freaking out. The first two guys are like day one. We know Malachi Starks is day one. Malachi Starks is going to be the guy. Nick Emmanura, that's going to be iffy. That's going to be like, you don't know because the high upside. And people love high upside during a draft. This guy, okay, for Penn State, Winston Jr. is probably one of the best coverage safeties there is. He's not a guy that's going to give you a lot of like big hits and all this other stuff. but he's a solid player and he can get interceptions. He can go get that ball. He's a great coverage safety. He's one of the archetypes of like, okay, he's a free safety. What does he do? Oh, he stops people from throwing the ball on this side. Oh, he can help out my weaker corner. Oh, he's just fat. Oh, but when the tackling comes in, you don't see the great tackling. When you see good tackling, you don't see like big hits like Kirby Joseph. I don't even think you need that. You need something. You need help. I don't know. Some people want safeties and everything to just do everything, and I'm not with that. I'm not in that group of people. I don't even care about that. Why does this page keep disappearing? And every time I set some shit up, every time. Anyway, page keep disappearing and shit. Anyway, sorry for the cursing. I just be sick of preparing stuff and sacrificing sleep, and then I sacrifice sleep. Oh, what's up? Thank you, bro. $10 super chat, man. Thank you, bro. $10 super chat, man. Shout out to you, man. Sly, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro. Oh man, what's up, man? You said Branch has more flexibility. Who do we keep? Kirby or get picks? Kirby get picks. Exactly. In this draft, you can get both of those guys. That's why I say watch out. He's gonna pick you. I was like, look, I can't choose between Kirby and what's his name. I can't choose between. So Winston's tape, his athleticism really shows. He's a good prospect who's worthy of going in the first round. He had injury history, but he's still one of the best top safeties, and he's like good enough to cover. He's a cover safety, bro. That's all he is, bro. He's not. His overall grade was bad. He didn't play a lot of games this year. His coverage grade was terrible in this year, but his run defense was good. He only played 2 games. He's going to dive because of the injury, and he's going to be looked at like, okay, you're not a terrific athlete. You're not amazing, but you are moldable, and the Lions could use that. The Lions don't need a safety today. They just need a safety for the future. They need a safety if they can't get the deals done. They need a safety that's going to make sure everything goes right. My man said most definitely. I like Malachi Moore. Yeah. Malachi Moore is on my list, man, because Malachi Moore to me is one of the best guys. I like Malachi Moore. I like Malachi Moore a lot. Like, I would say with particularly Ransom's the best run defending safety in the draft. With Makuba's interesting because the Lions visited Makuba at the combine. They talked to Makuba. So for those of y'all still with me, I know people be leaving. Anyway, Makuba might be the target for the Lions. Makuba is a Kirby Joseph. 4 picks last year. He was one of the Texas team's bright spots in coverage, and he was still the man at Clemson before he transferred. Makuba is interesting because he's from Zimbabwe, and he moved to America when he was 8, and he just started taking a liking to football. Makuba went to Clemson initially, balled out at Clemson, then transferred to Texas. 4 interceptions, very good Kirby Joseph model. He's going to make a haymaker hit, them dirty hits Kirby make, dirty. He's going to do the same thing. The picks, 4 picks, his picks are real picks, though. He's actually going and jumping routes. So that tells me if he has route understandings of routes, or route recognition. Like, route recognition is this. There's a streak. There's something going down the seam from the slot position, and there's a in-breaking route, a dig right behind it, right? A dig right behind a seam route is called a dagger concept. If you see let's say Jameson Williams goes straight down the field in the slot, and Amon-Ra, he goes straight down the field with him and then breaks in. Makuba is one of those people that's going to break on that in-breaking route because that route is designed to freeze the safety. And when you see it, you can instantly recognize if that safety breaks on the in-breaking route, I could throw it over his head. If that safety breaks on the out-breaking or the out-breaking route that goes deep, I'll throw over his head. If that safety breaks in the in-breaking route, I could throw behind my or in front of my receiver behind the safety. It's almost like when you see certain plays so many times that teams run, like remember those switch concepts that beat us all the time? Those switch concepts that beat us in San Francisco? People were doing that to us all year. We played it better against Dallas, but people were doing switch concepts against us all year. It wasn't just the San Francisco 49ers with Ricky Pearsall, and they made him look good. Dallas did that against us. Who else did that? I want to say Minnesota did that in the end zone, and I want to say Chicago did that. So Chicago did the switch route. Everybody did switch routes on us. Makuba has the recognition to recognize, okay, this is the same route I've seen, and I know what to play it because I messed up last time. So I really like Makuba's ability to break on balls and use his instinct. I don't know if none of this stuff I be saying makes sense. I'm not really I can't articulate my points, but I already know I'd be right. So who's the dude from Iowa? Iowa, that's interesting. I'm going to get to him in a second, but Iowa is Castro. Castro is he's a decent safety. He's one of those. He's going to start out on special teams, and he's going to be a solid contributor for years. But I don't think he's like. There's nothing about him that really pops out. But what it is he's one of the top tacklers. He's one of the top zone coverage guys. Like he just does everything well. Like remember I said what I said about Jahad Campbell? I'm like, okay, he just does everything right. Like that type of stuff doesn't impress me. Getting that ball impresses me. And Castro, if you look up his play, he's gonna make a lot of hits. Sebastian Castro, he's 5'11", 205. He didn't have the best year this year, but he has great run defense. He has great run defense. He can play the slot. He's played the slot. He's played in the box. He could be a star safety for you. He could be, but you got to think his missed tackle rate. Also, with him, his missed tackle rate is 17%. Like there's a weird stuff about his game. Like he will tackle you. If he get a hold of you, he will knock you out. There's weird stuff about his game, but his coverage is not that great. This is not that great. Everything about him is not that great. So I'm skipping around. I don't know why I'm skipping around, but I am. This is a good player. R.J. Mickens. It's a ball hawking safety like Makuba. R.J. Mickens is apparently going in the 6th round. So Makuba is going probably in the 3rd to 4th round. Ransom is probably going in the 5th round. He's just a run stopper. In this day and age, you have to be a Brian Branch or a Kirby Joseph. You can't be nothing else. That run stop, remember back in the day where they used to have Roy Williams at safety? The real Roy Williams, not the bum we had in Detroit, the real one. And they had this like the strong safety is like a linebacker. No, that's dead. That archetype is over. You have to be able to cover guys, intercept the ball, be not a liability. And that's the problem with Tracy Walker. Tracy Walker was a liability in pass coverage. Mickens is a liability in run defense, but he can get to that ball. And that's all I want, bro. That's all I want, bro. He the type of player to be a human missile, knock you out, all that stuff. But since he's like that, you can juke out of his shoes. He's a great athlete. Well, not great. He's great compared to me or you, but he ain't great. He ain't phenomenal. But RJ Mickens is a player that I'm really high on. I'm high on players that I can get in the 6th round and they can play. I'm not high on guys that, oh, well, he's a surgeon. He adopted a cat. Yeah, he adopted a cat. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. He speaks 3 languages. Like the Lions want guys like that. No, I want guys like this that I got to work on a tackling, but he's got coverage ability. And with Mickens, he's got great ability. And I'm gonna take it to the film for a second. I'm gonna take it to the film. I'm find this film on this dude, and then I'm gonna give it to y'all. Cause I could do that easy, bro. This is easy. Y'all don't know. I can go through 10 prospects a day, and then the next thing y'all know the draft. But then RJ Mickens, oh, that's why it's so good, because he related to Ray Mickens. Oh wow. I was wondering why he's so good. His RAS score is 8.59. Yeah, RJ Mickens is dope, bro. If you get RJ Mickens in the 6th round, you're talking about a guy with fluid hips. You're talking about a guy who can get that ball. You're talking about a guy who your only concern is tackling a little bit. Bro, it's cool, bro. It's cool. He's so cold, he can act like a wide receiver. When I tell you he's a ball hawk type safety, he's a ball hawk type safety. RJ Mickens in the 6th round, 5th round. The Lions don't have a 5th round pick, but they're talking about this guy like he's Kirby Joseph of the future. Him and Makuba are Kirby Joseph of the future. I cannot preface that enough, bro. I cannot preface that enough. All right? I'm giving you the keys. I'm giving you the answers, bro. I'm giving you the answers. You don't have to draft a safety. Detroit Lions, you don't have to draft a safety in the 3rd round. You don't have to draft a safety in the 3rd round. You can draft one in the 6th round and develop him, and he can replace one of your guys. Because they got rid of Joseph. They got rid of Brian Joseph. I think he had a gun charge or something. He did the same thing Jameson Williams did, and he got kicked off the team. That's crazy. But he doesn't move the needle, so no one cares. Castro, I talked about him earlier. Got a feeling Brad's grabbing one late. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think Brad grabs Makuba, and Makuba's going to be a 3rd or 4th round pick. Brad might listen to us in the first 3 rounds and get defense. But it's the positions that we need to understand. Because if this clown gets us 3 players, a safety, a defensive tackle, and a defensive end, I'm going to have a problem with that. Because, no, I'm not going to have a problem. I'm going to need a defensive tackle, I'm going to need a defensive end, and I'm going to need a safety. If you want to get linebacker, you can get that in the 4th or 5th round too. You can get that in the 4th, 5th round, yeah. You need to trade up because you got 3 7s. If you got 3 7th round picks, I don't really care what you're doing, bro. At this point, I don't care. I see star-studded safeties. Most of these safeties I'm talking about, bro, like DeCastro, obviously, he's an old type of safety. He's gonna hit you. He might not even get drafted. Shiloh Sanders might not even get drafted. But when I highlight a guy, when I'm telling you, bro, Brad might pick a defensive tackle, a defensive end, and a safety all together. And now I'm cool with that. But if you take that safety too early, bro, you can double up at edge rusher. You can double up. Essentially, you could double up at another position of need, of talent, Got to talk to Dollar Brad General. First 3 picks, you want OL? You want edge, defensive tackle, OL? I can't fault that. Why do y'all want offensive line so bad? Why do y'all want that? I want to see that though. Hold on. I'm gonna bring up the depth chart. I'm gonna bring up the depth chart because I swear to God, our offensive line is filled. I swear to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can bring in an OL. Why y'all want OL? Who telling y'all that? Y'all want inside offensive line or y'all want to tackle? I'm bringing in a depth chart because I know what's gonna happen. Because I don't know. I don't know about that OL. I don't know. 2024 depth chart. No, I need a 2025 depth chart. The depth chart now. Updated Lions defensive depth chart. Who would make this? Oh wow. Starters. Y'all still got Nate Lynn on the team? That's crazy. Crazy. That's pathetic. All right, let's see. Because I know for the offensive line, look, the projected starters are okay. Taylor Decker, Ragnow, Christian Mahogany, Panay Sewell. The reserves, Kingsley Egakon, Giovanni Manu, Jamarco Jones, who came in for 1 game, Nutane Muti, and Kobe Sourcedall. Y'all have 10 offensive linemen. You said I want OL. What about Latham Ramson from Ohio State? Yeah, Latham Ramson up there. He's one of the best run defensive safeties in the draft. He's one of the best. He's legit. He's great off the line of scrimmage. He can blitz. He's decent in coverage. I think he's more of getting Hufanga. He's getting that. He's getting compared to Hufanga. I think that's because of his hair though. I didn't like those comparisons because I'm like, this dude is really like he's like Mustafa from San Francisco. He's gonna hit you hard. He's legit. Yeah. I want O line because we don't have too many unproven backups. We have too many unproven backups. Yeah. I know everybody wants an IOL, and do not be upset if they have to go with the what's that called? Undrafted free agents. Because right now you've shored up your offensive line. Right now you're gonna have battles for young guys. Because Christian Mahogany is already inserted into your right guard. Panay Sewell is your right tackle. Frank Ragnow, obviously, is obvious. Graham Glasgow. What you could have is a potential battle with Christian Mahogany, a fake battle with Graham Glasgow, even though he's the highest paid in that guard room. That's what you could have. The Lions currently have 4 edges on the roster. 4. And they have 4 cornerbacks on the roster. They have Terry Arnold. They have Meek Robertson. They have Enos Rakestraw. And they have DJ Reed. And there's some guy named Thomas Oliver who's on the practice squad. I'm telling you, bro, that O-line, they might not even address it. They might not even address it, bro. If they do address it, it's going to be rookie free agency for sure. Because you can set up a fake battle for 2 guards. You can see what the Lions can do with I think Wilbur Sports said that dumb shit. You can see what Graham Glasgow is capable of going up against Manu at guard, because he'll be a more athletic guard than people give him credit for. I think he's a true left tackle if you can grow him into that. Kobe Sorsdahl also can make a play to put pressure on Graham Glasgow. It's going to be interesting. If this offensive line get hurt, though, I'm not even going to knock on wood because I don't care. This offensive line going to get hurt. That's how you build up these young guys. Didn't Manu play for us? All Manu did was play in the Kansas City game. He is nobody. You know why they drafted Manu? I put it together. I was talking to Walter Stringer. They drafted Manu because of the success of Ray Mailata. They didn't draft Manu because of his own success. They drafted Manu because Ray Mailata from the Eagles through the Pathways program showed you that if you develop and care to develop a player from Australia, rugby, Canada, whatever, that player in the Pathways program can potentially be a cornerstone for your group. And Luvu is also from Australia. I think they're both like Aboriginal descent. I don't know, but they're both a little. They don't look Australian to me, but they're both Australian somehow. So they're both Australian. They both have been helpful. One with the offensive line, two with the Commanders linebacking core. And I think the Lions looked at that ability and was like, well, we can train someone to be a left tackle. We can train somebody from a different country. That'll be cool. Yeah. And they, the Lions, bro. They don't bring Zadarius Smith back. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I just hope Brad addresses the D-line properly. We need another edge besides Davenport. We got 4 of them now. We got 4 of them on the roster. He might get 2 in the draft. It depends. If they don't bring back Zadarius Smith, bring in AQM. I don't know who AQM. What is that? Oh, Akuya Muhammad. Oh, okay. Back. I'm shocked he hasn't got re-signed. I'm shocked too. UDFA OL. Crap. Brad loves the HBCU guy. What do you mean crap? Yeah, Carson Vincent. Like y'all gotta think. Like if he addresses OL too early, he has to play that player. And you already have guys who've been on this roster for 3 years. Kobe Sorsdahl, Jamarco Jones, who came in, I think, 1 game. Yeah, you have way too much. Like, you have to. Why'd you say oh crap for the HBCU guys? Dang, bro. What the heck? I think Carson Vincent is actually that would be good. Carson Vincent going up against Nutane Moody. I think Carson Vincent at guard because I've seen him play tackle, but I think he might be a guard the next level. That might be interesting. I'm gonna look out for that. Since Brad has drafted from HBCUs, I will look out for that. That's actually a pretty good idea. All right. Oh yeah, the Sooner safety. This dude. Hold on. I'm gonna type their name in here because when I type their name in the what's the name, it just kills the actual program. I don't know. But Kirby Joseph is obviously RJ Mickens. RJ Mickens is Kirby Joseph. I want y'all to know. We also forgot about Coyote. Yeah, Coyote Awasika's on the team. Coyote Awasika and what's his name can battle. So we don't need an IOL. We don't need an interior offensive lineman. Not to the level that people be saying. Like you could just take that off your draft board. And if you do see that on your draft board, it's going to be best available in the 6th, 7th round, right? So who I got next? Oh yeah, I got to go to this next page. I don't have names on this page. That's so stupid to me, man. Anyway, the Sooners cornerback. No, the Sooners safety. How could I not put names on the fucking crazy? What's his name? Oh, Billy Bowman. Billy Bowman. Yeah, Billy Bowman's cool, bro. Can y'all still hear me? Billy Bowman's a good player. The problem with Billy Bowman is you're gonna have to deal with more tackling woes. Okay, that's the problem with Billy Bowman. If you draft Billy Bowman, oh, you got a new member. What's up, Garcia? What's up, man? Shout out to you, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, Vincent got toasted at the Senior Bowl. Yep. I said crap. Love love the HBCU. I'm like, yeah, he got toasted, but I think he's a guard. That's new member. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I got some new member content too, bro. I'm actually making a theme for next year, and we got an intro for next year, and I'm still building the intro as it says, but you're gonna like it. What up, AG? What's up, man? What's up, 1991 Max Tag? What's up, Brandon Crenshaw Dixon out of Florida? He's nice. Okay. Lopez gonna be a dog. Lopez? Okay. Lopez gonna be a dog. How you gonna be on? How long you gonna be on, man? Till these safeties, till these slides is over. I do till these slides is over. But y'all been talking about offensive line. I mean, bro, like y'all been talking about offensive line. I don't know why y'all talking about that. If we draft that, bro, I would be so mad because your roster set. Like, if you draft that too early, I'd be very upset. Just know that. Because you got young guys, you got a good mix. You should be set. They're gonna evaluate offensive line, of course, because if they see somebody that's better on the board, they're gonna take them. But Billy Bowman. Billy Bowman is, how about this? I'll be on till 3-4 o'clock. How about that? Yeah, 4 o'clock. Billy Bowman is great. You're just gonna have to deal with the tackling issues. Like a lot of the guys, Nick Emmanuel, all these guys have tackling issues, bro. Brad gonna do whatever he can get people's blood pressure up. Exactly. He's gonna draft a safety earlier than anticipated, and he's going to draft probably an offensive lineman just to spite me in what I'm saying. So remember, I've gotten 4 of his players right. I'm trying to get all his players right. All right. I'm not just trying to get my little Hendon Hooker and Laporta and what's his name. I'm not trying to get my James Houston, Aiden, Kirby. I'm not trying to get Rodriguez. I'm not trying to get 4. I'm trying to get all of the players, every player. I'm trying to go viral. I'm trying to I knew what they was gonna draft. I'm trying to go viral like that in a big way. So I know he gonna do something to curveball my success, but still, I'm gonna blow up the video when I get all the picks. I guarantee you, I'm gonna pick all the players. How long you gonna be on? Oh yeah, I answered that. All right, I'm not answering no more tackle questions, bro. We're gonna be here all day. Billy Bowman's great. Billy Bowman's great. All right, so I want to just take a moment to say to pass guys that just run the ball and that are just like run stoppers. This dude Sanker is really good. You can get him in the 5th round. This dude Sanker can catch. He's I want to say a former wide receiver, or he played wide receiver in high school. This dude got ball skills. Not a lot to the degree of a Kirby, but he can be a Kirby. Okay. All right. I like Sanker in the later rounds. I like Makuba. I like it really depends. Because right now, with the Lions, Makuba's in the running. Makuba's in the running because he's already met with the Lions. If the Lions give him a 30-day visit, he's gonna be a player. So Makuba's, we can write that off right now. My favorite guy is Malachi Moore. It's not Sanker, believe it or not. My favorite guy is Malachi Moore. I'm gonna get to Malachi Moore in a second. But Jahdae Barron. People don't look at Jahdae Barron. They say he's a corner, but he played that Brian Branch role. He played all that. He knows how to play deep safety. He knows how to play corner. He knows every DB position. You can say he's most of these guys on the bottom ain't the guys, bro. They come with issues. Most of the guys on the top, you're gonna have to get in the first to third round. All right. But Barron, I only put him at the bottom so I can have something to talk about because I'll be talking about these guys in a bad way. Barron can play that branch role. So if you want Barron, but you have to get Barron in the first round. And he's better as a corner than he is as a what's it called? So shout out to my new member, Omar Garcia, man. Shout out to him, bro. Oh yeah, Malachi Moore is my favorite safety. He's Brian Branch to the level of Green Bay. He will do that. He's Brian Branch, period. I think he could play some deep safety, though. I think he has enough oomph to play some deep safety. I think he hits. I think he does things well. I think he plays coverage well. When I was watching the Jahad Campbell tape, I seen a lot of him in the Jahad Campbell. I'm like, who is this? Because he was that good. He did have an issue last year where he was too passionate. He slammed somebody's head. He tackled a guy, and I guess they were losing at Vanderbilt, and he slammed this guy's head into the ground, and the guy was already down. So he grabbed the face mask, and so he's going to get penalties for being like George Pickens crazy. But in terms of like what he's done, he can intercept the ball. He can do everything. And I like him in the safety room. He's going to fall because of the character issues on the field. The dirty play on the field, he's going to fall. You can get him in here in the 7th round, even though he's a 3rd round talent. Great. Now, if a team takes a chance on him, don't be mad because he's a good player. Yeah, y'all like that graphic, don't y'all? Y'all like that graphic. I'm on my ESPN. I told y'all, bro. I'm on my ESPN, bro. No one in this space cares about quality of anything. Because when I talk to people about quality, they don't even care. So when you see these graphics and stuff, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm the only one that cares. Maybe Derek and Syndicate, they care. But people have put out a terrible camera, terrible microphone, terrible this, terrible that. They'll do that because y'all let them get away with it. What you allow is what you get. Mm-hmm. I like Makuba seen film on him. Yeah, I knew you said film. Yeah, I knew you said film. So yeah, Makuba's the front runner for the Detroit Lions. I like Malachi Moore, but Makuba's more like Kirby, and Makuba's already met with the team. If he meets with the team again for a draft 30-day visit, they will draft him. Matter of fact, I want y'all to know we're going to update the Pro Day tracker or the draft tracker. We're going to show you who they visited, who they did this, all that. There is some news to put out before I get into the ball hawks safety, the notable ball hawks in the draft. They own Walker. I don't know if y'all was here with me before or y'all seen my post. They own Walker of Kentucky. Dayon Walker was cited with a fractured back. He did interviews at his pro day regarding his fractured back. He fractured his vertebrae. So when you're doing a mock draft, that's going to be closer to the draft. That's going to be like, call it draft of Palooza. That's going to be closer to the draft. Maybe a week before it. And we'll do that war room stuff. We'll do all that fun stuff then. I just got to catch up on giving y'all actual content because I was giving y'all free agency. And that was probably a waste of time. Anyway, Dayon Walker. That's urgent news. I know a lot of y'all wanted Dayon Walker. He doesn't have the same injury as Levi Onwuzurike. He actually has a worse injury. He fractured his vertebrae. He shouldn't have been walking last year, but he was still playing. The only reason teams like him now, and let me put his picture up here. Y'all don't know who I'm talking about, bro. Yeah, let me put his picture up here. What's his name? Alan Walker. Okay, so I'm gonna share this screen and we're gonna get out of this for a second. And y'all gonna see Dayon Walker. And y'all, we gonna make sure that, fractured back. Yeah. Yeah. Fractured back. That's what I'm saying. It's terrible. So yeah, Dayon Walker has fractured. He did his pro day, and team saw his medicals and stuff. He shouldn't have been walking last year. He fractured his back. He fractured his back. I just want one picture. I don't want all those pictures, bro. Just give me one picture. One. Yeah, there we go. That'll look more professional, bro. I look more professional. I care about how stuff look. Anyway, oh wow, it opened a new window. Share this tab instead. There we go. So yeah, he fractured his back. Um, we're gonna add him to the draft board only because Brad Holmes loves them type of guys. I don't like him. I'm done. But Brad Holmes loves guys with fractured backs. If you research it, I put the link in my YouTube. What's that called? Community tab. He has a fractured back. Stay away. But Brad Holmes is going to take a chance on him because he played. This is what he said in regards to his fractured back. I wanted to be there for my brothers. This team had a lot of injury last year, and that meant the world to me to be there with my brothers. Heal yourself. Because if you don't, I don't even think people understand what the vertebrae is. Like, do you know if someone hurts your vertebrae, you can literally be paralyzed? So why would I even take a chance on this dude? This dude will fall 2 or 3 rounds. He will not be there. He will not be there till the 5th or 6th round, bro. He's not going to be taken until the 5th or 6th round. So what's up? What's up, Mike? So Dayon Walker, Dayon Walker has fractured his back. Last year, he was asked about his limited production. He came out at his pro day and talked to multiple teams. All 32 teams were at his pro day. He talked to all of them. He said, my back was fractured last season. 2024, all the tape on him is about his terrible, yes, his back was fractured. Micro Mike knows because Micro Mike has a fusion. This guy fractured his vertebrae. We're going to add him to the Brad Holmes tracker. Don't know why this guy should be drafted. Don't know why this team, but the Lions like this guy. I already know they do. They already went to his pro day. Shout out. We've scheduled a 30-day visit with Chambliss, whatever, and some other backup type of player. Shout out to Laura for telling me that. But yes, this guy has a fractured back, fractured vertebrae. I'm not going to say it again, bro. Do not draft this guy, but the Lions will draft him. So we're going to add him to the mix because I have to continue my perfect record. I have to continue getting 4 or 5 players in the draft, and I have to get all his players, all Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes players. I'm going to get them, and I'm going to be, and I guess what? I'm going to put that on Twitter. I'm going to put that on this. I'm going to put that on this. I'm going to pay people to boost it up. And guess what? This guy just found all the picks. I did a mock draft and and guess what? That's how Spirit of Detroit blows up. Damn, windmill just blew over again. Life on the lakeshore. Oh God, Jesus. Yeah, those 60-mile winds. At this rate, I'll be drafted with the broken back to any team. Yes, bro. So check this out. Check this out. This is the hot take. Why is he doing so well in the draft process right now is because of how he performed at the pro day. How he performed at the what's that called? What's that called? The college all-star game. What's it called? I forget. Anyway, Senior Bowl. He performed well at the Senior Bowl, and he moved well. So already he is 6'7". He's lost a lot of weight too. I'm very concerned about that. He's 6'7". Wow, this dude said a fusion survivor. Exactly. Recommend that and not drafting one. Exactly. I'd rather have TJ Saunders. Yeah. The Lions are gonna pick this guy up, bro. And it's gonna be the worst thing in the world. And they can still, do you know what they're gonna do? Since he's gonna fall to probably the 5th round and they don't have a 5th round pick, they're probably gonna burn a fourth round pick. Or maybe they're gonna burn a 3rd round pick because we pick at the bottom of the 3rd round. So this is what I'm telling you, bro. Be prepared because they like this injury stuff. Yeah. So yeah, he's been moving very fluidly. He's been moving good. He had a very good week at the senior day or senior bowl. His pro day scores were not good though. His RAS score was abysmal. He ran a 5.28 40. Not that that means anything, but when literally Jordan Davis is running a 4.6, I don't want to like, bro. I'm done. I'm looking for athletes. He's done. He's done with me. I'm done. But I'm putting him on the Holmes watch list. Okay. Did he have surgery yet? I can't answer that definitively. All I know is he played last year and he was just kept playing. I don't know why. And then he was talking about on the sidelines, he was grimacing on the sidelines, needed IVs. I got the whole interview in my I got an article. I don't have the interview, but I've watched the whole interview. Like, it's pathetic, bro. This guy's gonna get drafted and it's gonna be terrible. Like, defensive tackle updates like this are important. Pro day medicals, all this stuff is important. So I'm gonna be looking out for more defensive tackle, but he's off my board completely. We're done with him. In terms of the safeties that we have to draft moving forward, we have to get our ball hawks. I don't know why. It's a movie. I uploaded it as a movie, so we have to get our ball hawks. These are ball hawks we can get. Yeah, I don't know, Barry, if he had surgery yet. I can't answer that definitively. I will do more research for you and get back to you. Just leave a comment on one of my videos, and I'll say if he had surgery or not. I'll send you the links and stuff. So these are my guys. Notre Dame. These are the ball hawks. Makuba is a ball hawk. 4 interceptions. Yeah. Say what you want. It's only 4, but he still has that Kirby Joseph type of frame, the Kirby Joseph type of play. He's a little shorter than Kirby, but it'll work. It'll work. Jahdae Barron, 4 interceptions. I think he's tied for 6. He's 6 interceptions, tied for the 4th. But the last 2 seasons, this guy from Notre Dame, yeah, I don't know why people just not talking about this guy. Jesus Christ, I forgot his name. Anyway, oh yeah, I got his name right here. Yeah, I forgot his name. Oh, it's 313. It's 313. He's a safety. Jesus Christ. Why did I do that? Notre Dame Xavier Watts. Here we go. Why did I not put names on these guys? Anyway, Xavier Watts. He gonna tell me Ty Robinson from Nebraska. He gonna tell me. Oh my God! I told y'all about Ty Robinson from Nebraska. Y'all better let him know, man. Y'all better let him know, man. You want to? Shoot. Ty Robinson. I better let him know. What's up, Mary Smith? You probably heard that from Everything King. Yeah, Ty Robinson from Nebraska. Yeah. I've been talking about Ty Robinson from Nebraska since February 1st, bro. Anyway, Xavier Watts is the best ball hawk in the draft. Xavier Watts. is the best ball hawk. 17 career interceptions. Okay. 17. You can get him in the third round. Third round. Now, you might have to trade up because you're at pick 102, 101, right around in that area. But this is Notre Dame. This is the guy. Okay. This is the guy. This guy is a legit everything you need to replace Kirby Joseph if you cannot pay Kirby Joseph. Okay. Now, if you can pay Kirby Joseph, fine. Now you got to do it for the future. Now you got a dude that can cover and all this other stuff. But I think it's going to be really important for us to grab a safety that's a ball hawk. The higher interception list, you can look it up. All you have to do is type in college football leaders in, let's say, sacks. And you'll see all the people. They'll have sacks. They'll have interceptions. They'll have this, they'll have that. Everybody. Remember, analytics is how we found Kirby Joseph. We found Kobe Turner off analytics and stats. And we found Kirby Joseph off analytics and stats. If I'm finding guys off analytics and stats and then I'm just watching the film afterwards and I'm watching bad games as well as good games, then I'm already ahead of the curve. I'm telling you what. I'm telling you right here, the Lions going to draft a safety in the third or fourth round. Let it be known. It's not going to be a popular pick, but everybody's going to see the athleticism and they're going to be like, okay. And I think it's going to be Makuba. Howdy, Mike the GOAT. You're not in the LNU anymore? Saw it on a comment in Elisa. I think he's in LNU. I think he runs that. He doesn't run it, but he's important. He's like the guy. They're nothing without him. Anyway, they're nothing without Herman. So if him and Herman removed, you got a bunch of videos getting 200 views. You got Spirit of Detroit. Mike is the king. He should be the king at LNU, bro. Oh, you're asking me, am I in LNU? Oh, I left that chat. I left that chat a while ago. I left that chat. I got sick of begging people to join my channel or come on live. I got sick of begging people for basic stuff. Yeah. It just wasn't good. Mike supports me, but if I don't see no support like that, I'm not gonna be begging nobody for nothing. All right. My next live streams. Okay, so I'm going back to Saturdays. Saturdays are the days. Okay. The only reason I do Sundays lately is if I had plans on Saturday. So Sundays are always a contingency plan. You will know on Friday if I go live on Sunday. You will know before anybody. You will know. So right now, as it stands, it's looking like I'm going to be on with Syndicate for the draft. That still needs to be worked out. That's day one. Walter Stringer and myself are going to be live for the draft downtown Detroit at a studio downtown Detroit. We'll both be there in the morning talking about what happened day one, as well as getting into some day two draft picks. That's April. That's to be determined because I don't know the 26th and the 28th. I'm not planning that far out. I'm just telling you my live streams, expect them on Saturdays. We got the 22nd, the 29th, the 5th, the 12th, and the 19th. All right. These live streams are going to be like this, unfortunately. Are there any corners that could be better safeties in the NFL? Yeah. 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 Azure Thomas. But I think he's a true corner. I think he's a true cover corner. I think he can grow in that, but he's real passive on attacking the ball. Anyway, Getting safeties and DE. Let's go. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, expect live streams on the Saturdays, right? So the live streams will be on the Saturdays. The contingency plan will always be Sunday. So if I can't make it, I'll tell you on Friday. If I can't make it, I'll tell you on Facebook. I'll tell you on YouTube, and I'll tell you on whatever you watch me on. All right. Shout out to the Facebook family. All right. Y'all see how I got this set up? I look nice, don't it? It look crispy, don't it? I like this like old vintage paper look. It's nice, right? Yeah, man. It's nice. What's crazy is I be coming up with these looks and y'all just be overlooking it. I guess in 2022, my actual stuff mattered. What's your opinion on Reed? Oh, you miss the big cluster LNU cluster. LNU posted the other day a fake live stream and Lisa went on. It was hilarious. Wow. What do you mean they posted a fake live stream? They posted a live stream, and what do you mean? Like they sent a link out, and then Lisa got on the link, and she was talking. What is your opinion on Reed? My opinion on Reed is, it's funny. I was watching Mobby's video, and I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Mobby had a video like he was just saying stuff like, this 5'9" corner, he's 5'9", get all emotional. He all right. It's a linear move, bro. It's not. This is my thing on Reed, bro. You could have drafted this, bro. That's it. That's it. You could have drafted this years ago. That's how I feel. Like I just feel like we're paying corners at a premium and they're coming in 1 year. We've had a carousel of 3 number 1 corners in 3 years. 4 if you count, the Jerry Jacobs tryout or the Oman Yura, whatever his name was, 24. Amani O. You could have drafted this. The Lions have messed up at corner so much that they could have drafted one dude to be here for 4 years. You notice that? They've been paying more money. See, this is how cheap people work. Let me get big, bro. This is how cheap people work. Cheap people, they go to the washer machine. Let's talk about a washer machine. Cheap people, because I used to be a cheap person myself, they go over there on 8 Mile and get a washer machine. That washer machine is refurbished, probably broke. They're not going to a real store. They're going to something with Ali, whoever, Genova. You already know. They're going to some store with Ali and all them people. And they saying like, hey, look. Or it could be a black-owned store. It could be an Arab-owned store. It could be whatever. I'm not saying nothing about no Arabs. I'm just saying over there, Ali be saying, I got washing machine, 300. Oh, yeah, 300 for the washing machine. This Brad Holmes. 300. That's perfect. You get the washing machine. It break. The washing machine broke down. And then guess what? You got to go to Best Buy to buy a washing machine for $1,900. Plus the $300 you spent on the broken one and the time you had to do to fix it or whatever. That's how cheap people work. We could have just went to Best Buy the first time. We could have just paid a corner the first time, or we could have just went to the draft. Best Buy is the draft. We could have drafted a corner in the first or second round years ago. And we got a best corner in the draft. However, he didn't want to do that. He wanted other stuff going on. So I just feel like, and I'm in any store. Again, don't kill me. All right, y'all, don't kill me. I'm not racist or anything. I'm just saying any store that's on 8 Mile. That's a furniture store. I don't even know if y'all know where 8 Mile's at. But you go on 8 Mile, you can get anything right here on Mile Road. Got furniture store. All that stuff is used, refurbished. Some of it's new, not all of it. I wouldn't trust it. Because I'm just saying, Brad has to keep spending money on a position he don't spend money on. And Reed is okay. Like, you could have got this in a draft 4 years ago. Matter of fact, you could have got this last year with Kamari Lassiter, the best rated man corner. The visuals are clean. I gotta. The graphics keep me up to pace. Oh yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I just want to say that, like, appreciate my member, Omar Garcia. Shout out to you, man. Lupe, appreciate you as well. Yeah, man. I just Brad Holmes could have fixed this a long time ago, bro. A long time ago. I just feel like it's I don't know, man. It's old. It's old news, Brad. She said true. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I did something bad. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have did the Arab accent. I'm so sorry. But look, someone told me I took this out of my own life. This was the last time I was cheap. I bought a washer machine on 8 Mile. And I told my wife we're gonna get a washing machine. And she was like, well, we should go to whatever. She liked the washing machine. She could connect to the phone. I don't like that. I don't know what that is. I'm not doing that. And I'm an IT guy. I'm not doing now that. It's a washing machine. I go over there. I spend $400, $480 for a washing machine. And that washing machine, the water just comes up and it stays there. And all our stuff is soaked. So not only did we have to drain the water out in this weird way, I took a bucket and I kept draining it out. Tried to get a guy to fix it because I got a warranty. He's like, yeah, it looks like the motor went out. There's no warranty for a motor. We had to spend $900 for a washing machine at Best Buy. That was the last time I was cheap. That was 2022. That was the last time I was cheap. So, yeah, appreciate you guys, man. So I gave y'all a story about me, but I framed it like Brad. Anyway, live streams. Okay, to our members, look, to everybody that wants to join the channel, shout out to you that joined the channel today. Thank you to the subscribers as well as the Facebook family. We can't do it without you. Whether it's on Facebook, you find me on YouTube, on what's that called? DLN page. You and Mobby should do a live together. I would like to do a live with Mobby, but Mobby don't like me, bro. It's okay. It's all right. I'm not. Don't worry about it, bro. It's trust me. Trust me. He don't trust it. You notice I only do lives with certain people, right? No one reaches out to me for a live stream. No one. Name your favorite people, especially the kings. Anybody named kings, anybody named, they will never, they will say no. Even if I had a number and I talked to them and I called them, and they will never. It's a warranty, a lie, advance in advance. Pay extra because the product is exactly. So shout out to all our members, bro. The Facebook family still growing. I think we have what 4,000. 4,300, 4,530. I don't know. I don't keep up with it. I just keep up with the bigger numbers. The call to action today is I'm trying to get to 5,000 subs. Obviously, if you're not subscribed, my Facebook family, you can find me and you can get my videos that come out, not just on Saturdays, my live streams that come out. You can get videos. You can get videos that come out during the week, because I don't put everything on Facebook. I can't anymore because I have a proven product that tells you the truth. Okay, no one can predict the game. Like, I think the Texans game was my best live stream because I told this audience, don't throw against them because they get picks. Kamari Lassiter, rookie year, he was getting picks. Stingley, Bullock, all them guys get picks. They're built to stop the pass. And what happened? We went over there in Texans, and guess what happened? Terrible. So I'm just gonna just say that. Like I could tell you during the season, you get tape don't lies. You get tape don't lies on Saturdays. While we doing this, we doing all the film study and stuff like that. There's going to be a film study session on the safeties. All these safeties are going to be involved in film. You'll be seeing it coming out. I just keep stockpiling videos. And then one day you're going to see a bunch of notifications that you have a bunch of videos. My man said, new camera looks great. Yeah, this is my same camera. This is my same camera. Sometimes I will tell you the truth. Sometimes it's not charged. So when it's not charged, I use the laptop camera. When it's not charged, I use the laptop camera, and that's terrible. So this camera has to be charged. So I made it a point on Friday night to charge this camera. It looked good. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, bro. Slide. Mobby don't. You know. I think it's a fact that we do the same thing. I think he has a gripe with that. I think that's his gripe. I don't really care because I don't care. There's enough film for everybody to talk about it. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, guys, man. I'm gonna get some smash burger, bro. Y'all ever had smash burger before? Smash burger with the crusted ends on the side, man. Smash burger, bro. And then I got to get my insurance. I wonder if Secretary of State is open. I'm just want to update it for my birthday. My birthday is April 13th. So if y'all want to get me some April 13th. Oh, wait. That's also Dan Campbell's birthday, April 13th. So what y'all gonna do is y'all gonna wish Dan Campbell happy birthday, and he rich. He makes $6 million a year. And then y'all gonna say, well, oh, it's your birthday too? I guess. No, this is my birthday. Okay. April 13th. I was here before Dan Campbell. I was here in Detroit before Dan. What the like, comment, subscribe. I love y'all, man. Shout out to Brent DeWitt. Shout out to Mary Smiths. Sly. Shout out to my Marcus Mills, the general. Shout out to Barry Drenth, Micro Mike, if he's still here. I doubt it. Shout out to everybody that just came through. El Guapo, of course. Special thanks to Motor City Mia. Run the ball. Shout out to you, man. 1991 tag, and Omar Garcia for sure. Omar Garcia. Like, comment, subscribe. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
It is the beginning of another chapter. That part of the story of the statue's deep spiritual